Hey, good morning, everybody. Christie Hutcherson with Women Fighting for America here on the front lines and in the fight every day for you. You're on the front lines with Christie Hutcherson. And I want to talk about the Super Bowl last night. I typically don't watch sporting events anymore. I haven't in several years. I used to be a huge fan of the NFL, so much so that I had a fantasy team. I was all in because football and basically professional sports used to stand for American pride and patriotism. What we do every year, I think it has gotten more and more corrupt and vulgar, especially the halftime shows. You know, the players, there were so many amazing players on the field last night. They put their heart and soul and sweat onto that field playing. You know, I saw two specific NFL players shedding tears when they were listening to a beautiful rendition of America. I believe it was America the Beautiful. And because those tears were falling, I believe, because he was understanding what's really taking place right now in our country and in our nation and how fragile America right now is. We are literally on the brink of a trajectory that we're not going to be able to get off of. The brink is called communism. You know, there are so many evil people actively trying to destroy what America stands for. You see, because that's what America is. It stands for something. It stands for liberty and justice, freedom. And these things don't come free. Freedom to worship your God, right? And so I'm going to talk about that for a second because what was displayed on the halftime show with Rihanna last night was so vulgar and so disgusting. And I don't know if you guys know this, but this is, and you can go and you can look at articles. I want you to go and search this so you can verify what I'm getting ready to tell you. So Rihanna, back in Barbados, where she's from, they were naming a street after her, and she was there, of course, to receive this supposable great honor from the Barbadian people to give her a street named after herself. She was in a crowd and she was talking to a bunch of children and everybody there. And she literally told the children and everybody there that, have you ever prayed to Jesus, to God, and he never answered you? She said, well, I did. She goes, but why don't you do this? Because he doesn't answer you, but Satan does. This is from Rihanna's own words. She worships and prays to Satan. What she wore in that vulgar display last night looked to me like a disgusting satanic type ritual. She looked like she was Satan's bride in all that red garbage with her pregnant belly. And those white dancers dressed up was almost resembling, if you look at Revelation 7, the dragon, Michael's fighting the dragon. The dragon is Satan, and all of the angels that fell, right, and who went with Satan. And it almost depicted to me that scenario. We, the American people, deserve better from the NFL and from our professional sports. We need to flood Roger Goodell's office, literally flood his office. This is your action step, right? Flood his office and tell him, we want wholesome halftime shows. What happened to good old-fashioned country music, right? What happened to Christian music being able to play at the halftime show? Instead of this vulgar, constant display of satanic rituals, just like the Grammys. They're not hiding it anymore. They're just coming out. But you, sports fans, there are millions and millions of you. They can't thrive without your money. They can't thrive, without you buying their tickets. They can't thrive without sponsors sponsoring them. So every sponsor last night that supported the vulgar display, you need to contact them and flood them with phone calls, emails, and letters. That works, people. You have to engage because Our children are watching that filth. Our children are listening to individuals who worship and actively worship Satan and do satanic rituals. I don't know about you, but I'm fed up and I've had enough. Get engaged, get involved, text fight. I want everybody right now who's listening to this right now, I want you to get on your phones as soon as I get off of this, and I want you to text the word fight to 91776. That's fight to 91776. God bless you guys. God bless the United States of America. And if you don't engage, unfortunately, God's not going to bless her anymore.